Jerome Powell's press conferences. These events, it's where a select group of reporters get to ask Powell questions about the economy. But instead of digging deep, most of the questions are variations of the same exact thing every single time. You know the question, when are you cutting the interest rates? That's important, no doubt, because there's impacts and it can shift markets and all that good stuff and impacts housing loans and all of that. But I got to tell you, there's other questions, big questions, that nobody seems to ask. Like one that I would love to ask if I were there in the press conference, whatever happened to super core inflation? Now, I know what you're thinking. You either had the same question yourself, or you might be thinking, what on earth is super core inflation, Chris? You're not alone if that's the case. So super core is a measure that excludes stuff like food and energy and even housing rents to focus on services tied to wages. So a couple of years ago, the Fed was all about it. Now, why? Well, really? Because it painted a less alarming picture of inflation during the pandemic. But let's fast forward to now. And guess what? Super core inflation is up over 4% and running hotter than it was last year. Now, the Fed